just can't do this anymore. Everybody wants a piece of me. They expect too much. I hate Christmas. Oh, what now? Yes?
Wow, you are just like I've always imagined you being.
And who are you?
I'm Nancy Todd with Barnabas International.
No thanks, I don't want any.
Wait, we have an appointment, remember?
Oh, Valerie might have given you an appointment, but she no longer works here.
Valerie no longer works here?
No, she kept letting distractions through the door. We've got a lot of work to do here.
Please, Nicholas, I've come so far and in good faith. And it's really cold out here.
Oh, all right, but just for a minute.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. It's really cold.
So, what do you want?
Well, it's not about what I want. It's about what you need.
That's a good line. Just what do I need?
Well, that's what we're going to discover together.
Oh, fine. You come all the way to the North Pole to find out what I need so that you can provide it.
No, Nicholas, so that God can provide it.
Why do you keep calling me Nicholas? Are you not an American?
Yes.
Americans usually call me Santa Claus.
Yes, but you're known
It's
by...
not that hard. Just Santa and then Claus.
You're known by many names in many different countries. Father Christmas in Britain.
True.
Père Noël in France.
True.
And Baba Barf in Tajikistan.
Now, how did you know that?
Is it true they call you Baba Barf?
It's true, but barf means snow in Tajik. It's a bad translation of the Russian. They're trying to say Father Frost.
Oh, I understand. What did your mother call you?
My mother?
Uh-huh. What did she call you?
Well, Mother called me Nicholas.
Then I would like to call you Nicholas too, if I may. Please.
Whatever, but I really have to get back to work.
Wait, can't we just talk for a half an hour?
Talk for half an hour? Are you crazy? Do you not know there are millions of children waiting in the malls for a photo with me? Billions of toys to be made? I haven't even made my list yet, let alone check it twice.
Hey, calm down. Can't you take a break? You know, milk and cookies.
Oh, I hate milk.
What?
I know, tradition, but I'm lactose intolerant.
Good grief, who knew?
Yeah, give me a nice soy latte with an extra shot any day.
You are in luck. That is exactly what I have in my
Soy
glass.
latte? Ooh.
Stopped at Starbucks at the airport.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Decaf, of course.
Oh, decaf? Good grief, what do you want me to do, fall asleep?
That might not be such a bad idea. When was the last time you had a long winter's nap?
Ah, that's a good one. Me, a nap? I haven't slept a wink since right after the Reformation.
You haven't slept since the Reformation?
Martin Luther, bless his heart, he took a lot of pressure off of me for a while.
How so?
Well, he thought it was a scandal that Christians paid so much attention to the good that St. Nicholas was bringing and overlooked the greater good that the Christ child had brought.
Well, good for him.
So he taught Germans, at least, to expect St. Nicholas on the eve of St. Nicholas Day, December 6th, but to expect the Christ child on Christmas Eve, or in German, Christkindl.
Wait, that sounds a lot like Kris Kringle.
Exactly. But at least I don't have to go back to Germany on Christmas Eve. The Christkindl takes care of them.
You know, in America, we use Kris Kringle as another name for you.
Ah! See what I'm up against? It all comes back on me. And now there are 500 million Chinese children, and they're beginning to think that I should bring presents to them on Christmas Eve. I really must get back to my work now. If you will excuse me.
No, I won't excuse you.
What?
I can't let you do this.
Do what?
You are ruining Christmas.
Oh, I am ruining Christmas.
Yes.
Christmas is all about me, you know.
Whoa, Nicholas. Listen to yourself. Have you forgotten them that Christmas began as a celebration of the birth of Jesus?
No.
I think we need to sit down and talk a little.
Oh, talk doesn't get work done.
You've become a slave to this whole thing. You're going to have a nervous breakdown. Then who's going to get the work done?
Oh, perhaps you're right, but
Good.
not half an hour.
Okay, let's
5
just sit
minutes.
down. Okay.
5 minutes. Oh.
Now, I have come all the way up here to the North Pole to find out more of your story. Nicholas, tell me about your parents.
My parents?
Uh-huh.
Do you want the truth or do you want the legends?
Well, the truth, of course.
Huh. You probably can't handle the truth.
Try me. Where were you born?
I was born in Patara.
Where's Patara?
Patara is a Mediterranean seaport. Today they call it Gelamish, and everybody there speaks Turkish. But when I was a boy, that was an important Greek-speaking harbor in the Roman province of Lycia. Even the Apostle Paul stopped there one time on his way back to Jerusalem.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's in your Bible.
So, when were you born?
Oh, not even I know that for sure. Probably around 270 AD.
You don't know your own birthday?
Uh-uh.
Didn't you say something about it being December 6th?
Well, December 6th is St. Nicholas Day, my name day. That's when Christians celebrate the life of St. Nicholas. But we don't know for sure when I was born. You know, I lost both my parents in a plague when I was still a very young man. We just don't have those records.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What do you remember about them?
My parents?
Uh-huh.
Well, they both really loved God. My mother, bless her heart, over and over again she told me all the stories of Jesus. And my father was always on the lookout for a copy of one of Paul's letters. He would borrow the copy and bring it home and read it to Mother and me.
Those must have been happy days for you.
They were very happy days until the plague took them.
So how old were you when you lost your parents?
Oh, I was a teenager. Don't know for sure.
You must have been really destitute after they died.
You know, I wasn't.
Really?
No, I was the sole heir to a big house and a pretty nice estate. But over the next several years, I gave it all away and joined the church, became a monk.
You gave it all away?
Well, yeah. My mother had taught me the story about the rich young ruler who came to Jesus and said, I want to be your disciple. And Jesus said, there's one thing you need to do. He said, what's that? You need to sell everything you have, give the money to the poor, and then you can be my disciple. Well, that rich young ruler went away depressed because he wanted to keep all his stuff. Well, I wasn't going to follow that example, so I gave mine all away.
Well, good for you. You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you.
What's that?
How does a monk become the patron saint of wayward women?
Oh, I can
That just
explain.
doesn't seem to fit with being a monk.
I can explain. You know, we had a neighbor, a dear, dear friend of my father's. He had a wife and 3 daughters, but his wife died in the same plague that took my parents. So this man had never been wealthy. He was just a dock worker, but they got by partly on the income his wife made as a seamstress. Well, when he lost her, they lost that income plus most of his own because he had the care and education of those 3 girls to worry about.
That must have been hard.
Well, it was hard, and it got worse because there was a lecherous man in that town that just had his eye on those 3 girls. And when the oldest one was getting about old enough to think about marriage, her father was going crazy. He couldn't provide a dowry. So she had no opportunity. And then this creep came and proposed something indecent with the man's daughter. And the father knew his daughter would be abandoned on the streets within a year or 2.
So is that where you stepped in?
Well, yeah, I had to. I couldn't let her go to her ruin.
So what did you do?
Well, late one night when the whole town was asleep, I disguised